Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I am Fel. We're sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends today. Guys, it's CVC, the first day of this reward calendar, April 10th. So we're going to go ahead and see what reward that has to offer us, guys. 25 fragments of the new login legendary champion, Artor here. Hold up! Click the link in the description below right now to get a free legendary champion, Bambus 4-leaf, as well as one amazing free epic as you level up. Here are the exact steps you need to follow. 1. Log out of Plarium Play on your PC. If you've never had Raid installed on your mobile phone before, the link will work there too. 2. Click the link in the description and start a brand new Raid Shadow Legends account with a brand new email. 3. Launch Raid and complete your tutorial. 4. You can find Bambus 4-leaf here as well as Ugo at level 15. This is an amazing account start in Raid Shadow Legends, so be sure to use my link in the description below right now. Guys, I haven't really gone over his kit yet, so we should probably do that. We should probably go over Artor's kit here. We're not going to be pulling him for a while, but I do think he is extremely good. While we are having some trouble loading the champions today. Well, you know what? We're going to go into the index here. Sacred Order, Artor here. New free champion, guys. Get yours now by logging into the game during this login calendar event on the A1. Attacks all enemies. Heals all allies by 5% of this champion's max HP. An A1 heal is a very good heal as well, and he has pretty good base HP at 19k, almost 20k. Very good there. On the A2, places increased attack and strengthen on all allies for 2 turns and fills the turn meters of all allies by 15% on a 3-turn cooldown, like a little mini arbiter move, plus a strengthen, and a strengthen is a great protective buff, especially to have early on. So great move here from Artor. And then the revive, which I think is the best part of his kit, revives an ally with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. Also places a 50% increased attack buff on that ally for 1 turn, then activates the revived ally's default skill, targeting the enemy with the lowest HP. That's on a 4-turn cooldown, right? So you can revive your Thor and Hydra. They're going to go in with their A1, has a chance of repeating, deals big damage. Or you can revive your Cheshire Cat, right? Goes in, activates the A1 with the perfect veil, all of that kind of good stuff. It's a very, very solid revive here. And then it works really well with a passive in arena on a 3-turn cooldown. If an enemy is killed by an ally's default skill after being revived by the revival mandate skill, which is the revive here, the A3, resets the cooldown of the revival mandate skill, so he'll just have another revive. He can pick someone right back up. His eyes are a little bit odd, guys. His eyes are a little bit odd, not gonna lie to you. But other than that, he looks like a super solid champion. Speed in arena battles by 25% isn't bad either. It should just be the 28%, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is at this point. But guys, you are here for shard pulls, and we've got some shard pulls, guys. We've got some shard pulls. So we've got Nekmo, Opardin, Kaja, Stalk, and Glycad of the Meltwater. Now, I do have some shards that I want to pull here. We're not going to pull many, of course, but I would love myself some Nekmo Thaar to help with faction wars and all the rest. So we're going to pull 3 of the Ancients. Then we're going to pull 3 of the Sacreds as well. So let's see here if we can score any gold from the Ancient Shards, guys. That is a Petrifia. Let's see. We're just hoping for some CVC points here. It is CVC currently. That's an Acolyte, not a Tomb Lord, unfortunately. Same skin, though. Same skin. Loading for a little bit there, but that is a Magma Blood. Not super great, guys. We've got some Sacreds. It's been a while since we got a legendary from Sacreds. Actually, it's been since January since we got a legendary from Sacreds. We're going to pull down to 6 Sacreds here. Hoping for gold on the first one. Let's go. That's an epic. Unfortunate. Urticata, she's really not bad. She has a 4 times at random with a 50% chance of placing Hex for 2 turns. It's not great. Poison Agonist attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Each has a 30% chance of placing poison sensitivity for 3 turns, and then attacks 1 enemy 2 times with a 30% chance of increasing the duration of 2 poison debuffs by 1 turn. Urticata is not great. Not good for faction wars. Her passive here, whenever either this champion or an ally lands a critical hit on an enemy under a Hex debuff, has a 10% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff on the enemy for 1 turn. So I guess she does have a little bit of poison, but it's a 10% chance. It books to a 25% chance. It's not great. It's not great. Well, come on, give me some gold here. Give me some gold. Nope, that is another epic Grunch Killjoy. Oh, this dude. This dude has arguably the best cleanse in the game, right? Removes all debuffs from all allies, then places 115% continuous heal buff for 1 turn on each ally for every debuff removed from them. And then here on the A2, attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance, like that books to a really odd, like 70% chance of placing a bomb that detonates after 1 turn. He doesn't have great base attack. He has A1 block buffs, and his passive fills the turn meters of all allies by 10% whenever a bomb debuff detonates on an enemy. I guess that could be okay, but he's really meh outside of this cleanse that replaces debuffs with continuous heals. Like he's not great. All right, one more. Maybe we keep going here. We really need Nekmo. No, that is a freaking epic. Oh, it's Mistrider Dahi. Okay, so Dahi is interesting. He has 50% increased attack and a 50% increased accuracy buff on this champion for 3 turns, then grants an extra turn on a 4-turn cooldown. His A2 here attacks all enemies, 75% chance, books to 100% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns, grants an extra turn if a 60% decreased defense debuff is placed on all enemies by the skill, which is pretty good. And then the A1 Briar Arrows here attacks 1 enemy, has a 50% chance of removing 1 random buff from the target, also has a 10% chance of granting this champion an extra turn. Now, guys, we could keep going for Nekmo, or we could save for Newt. I know that Newt's gonna be coming. I'm so tempted to pull these primals. I'm not doing the fusion. I've got another month to save. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on. Let me check to see. I think they're gonna be doing a progressive chance for Newt. So hold on. I gotta check my. Yeah. They're gonna do a chance to summon Newt here. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wait on these 6 ancients, but I think we will probably pull them for Newt. We will probably pull them all for Newt since I'm near Mercy. Actually, I think I'm in Mercy and all that. But guys, we got to go back. We're going to go onto the Senna account and pull shards there. I will be right back on that account, guys. All right, guys, here we are on the Senna account. We're going to go ahead and claim those 25 fragments of Artor. Oh, look, another ancient shard. Guys, it is CVC, so we are going to go ahead and dump all our ancients. I think we're going to go ahead and dump all the ancients, maybe the voids, but I'm more excited about the ancients here. We're once again going to go for Nekmo. Going to do a 10 pop of the ancients. Let's go. Hoping for some gold. Please do not rare tax me on this account, guys. Please do not. Oh my gosh, it's a freaking rare tax. It's a freaking rare tax. I do not like that in the slightest. All right, we've got 6 more summons. 6 more summons, guys. I think guys are gonna get back-to-back shard pool videos. Oh, come on, give me at least an epic, man. Give me at least an epic or a legendary. A legendary would be awesome for this account. I know we just got Senna, but I think we can get a different legendary, maybe a damage dealer. That'd be cool. Blood Painter isn't a damage dealer, but he has this fills turn meters of all allies except the champion by 20% and places increased attack on all allies for 2 turns. I mean, that's pretty good. Blood Painter has a bit of a soft spot in my heart. Hey, we got an epic. Who do we get? Catacomb Counselor isn't bad. So on his A3, he has teams up with 3 random allies to attack a single enemy. The allies joining the attack will use their default skills on a 4-turn cooldown. On the A2, attacks 1 enemy 3 times, heals the champion by 20% of the damage inflicted, and then has a 50% chance of placing a 25% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns, then attacks 1 enemy on the A1. He's not a bad champion at all. Nice little budget ally attacker. Not unhappy with him at all, but he is not gold. Let's look for some gold. That is another rare. Unfortunate there. Hospitaler, there we go. And we're finishing off with a rare here. That is quite unfortunate. Maybe we pull these voids. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's pull the voids. It is CVC. Gonna go for Sifi. We go for Sifi? Yeah, let's go for Sifi. All right, come on, another void Lego for this account, for the Senna account. Dude, it would be so awesome if we got another one. That would be so cool. Come on. No. This is very unfortunate. Hey, we got an epic, though. Swy. Okay, Swy kind of hits hard. Attacks 1 enemy before attacking, has a 75% chance, booked to 100% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. And then on the A2 here, attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance, books to 100% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. On a 3-turn cooldown, isn't bad at all. And then on her ascended skill A1 here, attacks 1 enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns, places a 50% increased attack buff, and a 30% increased crit damage buff on this champion for 2 turns if this attack kills kills an enemy. So not a bad Void Epic at all. Definitely a good nuker to have on this account. Not going to complain about her at all. Ending on a rare is unfortunate. Steadfast Marshal there. He has Veil on an AoE on a 3-turn isn't bad for a rare. Increased defense on this champion, and then grants an extra turn. Not bad, honestly. Not bad. Then attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn if the target's HP percentage is lower than this champion's. Not bad at all, guys. No gold today. We're going to go ahead and save that primal. No gold. Let's pop this soul stone here. Let's pop the soul stone because we can. It'll give CVC points. Hey, look, it's Steadfast Marshal. If we decide to build out Steadfast Marshal on this account, we can go ahead and awaken him. But guys, what were your shard pulls? If you pulled during CVC, let me know your thoughts and comments below. Guys, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow and we will have pulled a newt. I have been Felris, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in another video.